Hello everyone and welcome to Odds Market. The Champions League returns this week with 8 games on Tuesday and another 8 on Wednesday. There are some games that should prove close and exciting and others where there's a big team that's probably going to annihilate one of the really small teams. Here I'm just going to round up the biggest games and those offering the best value from a betting perspective, starting with Cypriot champions Apoel Nicosia, who are hosting Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs got off to a flying start in a very tricky Champions League group by beating Borussia Dortmund 3-1 at Wembley. Haven't fared so well at Wembley of late, so that was a great result for them. Harry Kane was in lethal form and Spurs are looking really strong. At the same time, Apoel Nicosia lost 3-0 to defending champions Real Madrid. They didn't really offer much in the way of attacking threat, so Spurs should be good for another win here. They're really battling with Dortmund, I would suggest, to qualify from this group, and they're in pole position, but they really need 6 points against Apoel Nicosia, so they should play quite strong from the start here, I would imagine. Tottenham half-time full-time is 1.87 with Ladbrokes. That looks a good bet. Borussia Dortmund play Real Madrid. This is one that I would advise caution on. I think it's going to attract a lot of attention from punters because it's a really big game. But they played twice last season and Borussia Dortmund got a draw both times. And Real Madrid have been struggling a bit in La Liga. They are the favourites, but they're falling behind Barcelona in the domestic race. And it could be a closer game than the odds would suggest. This one I'm going to leave alone, while I also think Chelsea v Atletico Madrid is a bit too close to call. I don't find away trips for Man United and Liverpool particularly appealing, and the same can be said for home games for the likes of Napoli and Sevilla, who are both very low priced. One game I do like the look of is Man City versus Shakhtar Donetsk. City have been absolutely destroying their opponents of late. In their last 4 games they've scored 20 and conceded 0. That's really worrying form for Shakhtar, who are flying high in Ukraine, and they did beat Napoli in their opening game, but they'll struggle to cope with the attacking riches put forward by Man City. The Asian handicap lines aren't very attractive here, but City to win to 0 looks interesting at odds of 2.26, given their recent run of clean sheets. You'd expect them to have Shakhtar Donetsk on the back foot for a lot of the games, so they might not create too many chances. Monaco host Porto. They made the semi-finals of this competition last season, but they've lost a few key players since. However, they still do have a strong team. They did well to draw with RB Leipzig last time, and they beat Lille 4-0 at the weekend, so they really are still very threatening going forwards. Porto lost 3-1 at home to Turkish champions Besiktas in their opening game. That was really disappointing for Porto, so I think Monaco will fancy their chances of winning this one. You can get 2.10 on the home win with bookmakers like BetVictor and bwin, and that's definitely strong enough odds for me to put a bet on. Next up, Karabag versus Roma. Roma Serie A runners-up last season, travelling all the way over to Azerbaijan to face Karabag, a side that were thrashed 6-0 by Chelsea in the opening round of group games. Really one-sided match that didn't really show any sort of attacking threat. They were very weak defensively. So Edin Dzeko and co, who are in fine form, will be really looking forward to taking on this Karabag defence. Roma are 1.50 with Stan James, which looks a very strong price considering the golfing class between the two sides. I'd definitely put that in an accumulator. For more value on this game, Roma -1 Asian handicap is 1.78 with 188 bet. You could be persuaded to push that out a bit further to 1.5 Asian handicap and you'll get better odds. Celtic are travelling to Anderlecht. Celtic obviously thrashed 5-0 by PSG at Hampden Park. They've since recovered in their domestic league. They keep winning and winning and winning. Anderlecht did not fare much better either. They lost 3-0 to Bayern Munich. So it's Anderlecht and Celtic really that are competing for third place in this group to get into the Europa League, as PSG and Bayern are just far too strong. Anderlecht have since sacked their manager though, and they're in a bit of disarray ahead of the clash. So you'd imagine Celtic might capitalise, despite being underdogs here against the Belgian side. Celtic draw double chance is 1.85 with Sporting Bet, which looks good. Or you could give Celtic a plus handicap. Plus 0.75 Asian handicap is 1.65 with BetVictor. those bets look attractive. Celtic should be full of confidence, and like I say, it's a bit of a disarray at Anderlecht at the moment. PSG obviously then do play Bayern Munich. This will be the first real test of the season for PSG's lavishly assembled strike force of Neymar, Kylian Mbappe and Edinson Cavani, which has been annihilating teams in League 1 and killed Celtic, but they haven't faced a defence of this quality. Bayern Munich are always strong defensively. They'll be keen to show that they're still among the top dogs in Europe. But their form in the Bundesliga has been patchy, a bit worrying for fans. It looks like there's a bit of unrest in the club. Carlo Ancelotti isn't too popular at the moment. They drew last time with Wolfsburg, and they may be lacking a little bit in confidence. So I would say the 1.95 on PSG to win this one at home looks very interesting. Finally, a match I do like the look of a lot is Sporting Lisbon versus Barcelona. Barca shrugged off the loss of Neymar. They've had a perfect start to the season, won all their games comfortably, and they've scored plenty of goals. Lionel Messi is just in absolutely fantastic form, and the highlight was their 3-0 win over Juventus, who finished runners-up in this competition last season. Sporting did well to beat Olympiacos away in Greece in their opener, but the Portuguese side will face a far, far sterner challenge here. I've been backing Barcelona with Asian handicaps all season, and it's worked out very well so far, so I'm going to continue doing that. Barcelona minus 1.25 Asian handicap looks a great bet here at 1.89 with Bet Victor. So that's everything for today. Hope you've enjoyed that and found that useful. If there's anything else you'd like us to cover going forwards, please leave any comments or anything like that. We're going to be doing this every round of fixtures all the way up until the big final in May. So please stay tuned for more. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.